Right now, winter storm watch is in effect ahead of major snowfall in the coming days. We have you covered with your first one forecast. Plus, the Green Bay Packers face their fierce rivals, the Chicago Bears, today, knowing a win could see them through to the playoffs. Could the green and gold get the job done? Plus, hear about a Madison woman whose ashes are headed to the moon. Braden Ross has the story. That's all coming up at 10. Well, good evening and thanks for joining us after the Golden Gloves. I'm Jalen Banks. Here's a live look at the Beltline approaching the South Gammon Road exits. You can see the snow piled up beside the road, and there's about to be a lot more where that came from. And with that, let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex, how's it feeling out there?
Hey, Jalen, calm before the storm. You can kind of feel it out there. It's just that feeling outside where there's nothing going on, no breeze. Temperature's pretty mild for this time of year, but boy, is that going to change in about 24 hours here, folks. And appreciate our collaboration, Jalen. You and I last weekend, First One Weather Team, we were talking about this storm 8 days ago. Here we are, and we have winter storm watches in effect. We're expecting the heaviest snow south and east of Highway 51 at this point. Widespread 4 to 8 inch amounts with some isolated 10-inch amounts, and we're extending the alert day conditions from Monday night through early Wednesday. The storm will start a little bit earlier and will probably still have impacts going into your Wednesday. Jalen, you said winter storm watches, the blue colors you see here pretty much everywhere, all of southern Wisconsin for Monday night going on into your Tuesday night into the wee hours of your Wednesday morning. Here's what we were expecting. We were first to show snow totals these past couple of days, or at least potential projections, and we're still thinking U.S. Highway 151 and just south of there is where the heavier totals will line up. But I'm just looking at some of our latest weather models, and they're expanding some of that heavier totals to the north. So definitely be tuning in to Kelly tomorrow morning. We'll be doing cut-ins and Facebook posts and all sorts of things tomorrow to keep folks up on the latest with those snowfall potentials. And looking out into your Monday, you're probably wondering here, well, do I have time to prepare? That's where we have the red light here and take action highlighted right now. Monday is your time for the last bit of prep here before these winter weather conditions move into the area. It will be a mild day, a gray day, temperatures in the 30s, calm. But coming up in Maine weather, we'll talk about the excitement that will start occurring about 24 hours from now.
Alex, thank you. Tonight, everything was on the line for the Green Bay Packers. Win and you're in, lose and the season is over. Could Jordan Love do something that neither Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers were able to do in their first season? Lead the Packers to the postseason. Green Bay leading 7-6 in the third. Love finds Dontavian Wicks on the slant, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Packers beat the Bears 17-9 to clinch a playoff spot. Andrew Banstra has more from Lambeau.
In his first year as a starter, Jordan Love did what Aaron Rodgers could not do in his last as a Packer, win a do-or-die game at Lambeau to send the Packers to the playoffs. Among first-year starters in NFL history, Love's passing yards and touchdowns are matched only by Kurt Warner and Patrick Mahomes. It's safe to say that the Packers will be loving life for a long time to come.
Definitely just being on the bench for those 3 years and being behind Aaron, and just, I think just wanting to be out there so bad. Yeah, now that I've got my opportunity, just making the most of it, taking it and running with it. It's definitely something that I was, waiting for and dreaming of, and, it definitely is everything that it's living up to be.
He's about all the right things, and, the guy just comes to work every day, has a great attitude, is one of the guys, has really improved over the course of 4 years, and I'm just super happy for him. He's earned it.
When asked what he thinks about playing Dallas in the first round of the playoffs next week, Jordan Love said, "I'm just happy to be in the playoffs. They'll take the night to enjoy it." We'll have much more coming up in sports. At Lambeau Field, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
Andrew, thank you. Holiday celebration has come to an end. Today was the last day for Shine on Madison, a 6-week event designed to increase traffic and visibility to businesses downtown. It's included in a seasonal lighting ceremony, performances, arts and crafts, a trolley to get you around, and much more.
Yes, I love the lights, especially this time of year when it gets dark so early. It's nice to have the lights out, something that catches your eye when you're walking around. Very festive.
But no worries, Shine on Madison will return after Thanksgiving of this year for another round of holiday cheer. Tomorrow morning, for the first time in 50 years, NASA will launch a rocket headed to land on the moon. It's part of a joint mission between NASA and commercial venture United Launch Alliance that will send a lunar lander to the surface of the moon. And one Madison woman will be on board. Brandon Ross has the story.
Liftoff. We have liftoff 49 minutes past the hour.
I can remember being in the physician's lounge watching on this little TV and seeing it, the moon landing, and that was wonderful.
Paul Wirch and his wife Kay Hegestad have always loved space.
Kay especially was a Star Trek person, so we went down to Cape Canaveral, watched a lot of rockets.
Very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder.
They were medical students in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, when Neil Armstrong took his first steps on the moon.
You know, a small little black and white TV, as I recall it. You couldn't see it very well.
Now, more than 50 years after the first moon landing, NASA's going back. And this time, Kay won't have to watch the landing on a grainy TV screen.
Space, the final frontier.
Kay died of cancer in 2017, not knowing that 7 years later, she'd be on her way to explore the final frontier herself.
My son discovered that there was a company that was going to be sending ashes up to the moon for the first time in 50 years. And so he talked me into going along, and we got her a ride on that.
Early Monday morning, Kay's ashes will be aboard the first American vessel to land on the moon since the last Apollo mission in 1972.
It has ashes of 70 people, including some notables. Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek and his wife, are on there. And then Lieutenant Uhura and Scotty's ashes are on there, a few astronauts.
Paul and his family will be watching the launch together Monday morning. As long as everything goes to plan, it's set to take off a little after 1 a.m.
The trouble is I've watched enough rocket launches, and they don't always go up when they're supposed to.
But hey, if you shoot for the moon, at least you'll land among the stars.
What a ride, babe. What a ride.
The thought of looking up on the moon and actually seeing where Kay is, some of her ashes are sitting up there, I thought was be kind of neat.
Reporting in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
If everything goes to plan, the Peregrine spacecraft will land on the moon on February 23rd. And this week, 60 U.S. representatives traveled down to Texas to talk about immigration and border security policy on the country's southern border. That included Janesville Rep. Brian Steele, who recapped his trip, and political reporter Will Keneally this morning on For the Record.
And this is a problem not impacting just our nation's largest cities. It's impacting every community, including Whitewater, Wisconsin, right here at home, where 1,000 migrants have moved into a community of 14,000 people that are really causing a big drain on resources, as well as some of the other challenges that the communities face.
Republicans argue they will only approve funding for Ukraine if Democrats agree to approve border security funding at the same time. Steele says they need that leverage with the Biden administration. Congress must meet 2 spending deadlines in the next month to avoid a government shutdown. The first weekend of 2024 looked a lot like the last weekend of 2023 at the box office, with one scary exception. David Daniel has early estimates on the top 5 films in theaters.
Could be kind of fun.
Anyone But You is getting comfortable in 5th place, earning $9.5 million for its 3rd straight weekend in the spot. The animated adventure Migration took 4th place, flying off with $10.3 million. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom crossed the $100 million mark in domestic box office with a 3rd place weekend worth $10.6 million.
Who are you?
My name is Rebecca Summers.
Night Swim, the weekend's only new movie in wide release, debuted number 2 with $12 million.
Mr. Wonka?
Yes?
What's going on here?
Audiences are still sweet on Wonka. The family film starring Timothée Chalamet stayed number 1, earning $14.4 million for a domestic total of $165 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Coming up after the break, today was the end of the Madison Home Expo. We'll show you what they had going on.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Enjoy Buck and Honey's before, during, or after the big game. Buck and Honey's restaurants voted best of Madison and celebrating Wisconsin hospitality in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, and new in Mount Horeb.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
Which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any qualifying Tempur-Pedic. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, it's a Mario Lopez milestone. You just turned 50.
Thank you.
That's what 50 look like.
My daughter will be like, Dad, what are you doing? You're like 1,000 years old.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
If home is where your heart is, then you were probably at the Madison Home Expo that took place at the Monona Terrace Convention Center from Friday through today. There were exhibits and demonstrations from local and national home improvement companies. All who attended were introduced to the newest trends and received help with home improvement ideas.
We're just thankful for the community, especially like Madison has been to us. We've decorated multiple homes around the area, and we're just really excited to take 2024 to the next level.
So if you're building a new cabinet, remodeling your bathroom, or sprucing up your yard, the Madison Home Expo was the place to be. For more info, visit L&L Exhibition at the website at the bottom of your screen. United Airlines said on Saturday it will suspend all of its 737 MAX 9 planes. It's to inspect the aircrafts as required by the Federal Aviation Administration. This comes after an Alaska Airlines flight had to perform an emergency landing after a section of the plane detached. United Airlines said it has 79 of those Boeing 737 models and is working with the customers impacted by the suspension. A storm system is blanketing much of the Northeast this weekend, with winter weather being felt across the country. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports, there have been tons of reports of severe weather down south.
From coast to coast, winter weather, with the Northeast seeing its first major snowstorm of the season. In Connecticut, trees brought down power lines. Snowplows are clearing the roads in New Jersey. Some had to dig out their car after getting stuck.
Now the snow is getting extremely heavy, difficult to move.
Dangerous roads are to blame for at least one fatal car accident in Massachusetts. Parts of the state have seen over a foot of snow.
The roads are pretty rough. It's they're not even plowed, half of them. A lot of trucks stuck. The roads are really bad.
At Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, crews had to clean up the field ahead of the Patriots-Jets game. Out west in California, blizzard-like conditions pounded the Sierra Nevadas.
My experience coming up here, there was a lot of snow. We've seen maybe 3 or 4 accidents.
Down south in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, this tornado generated sparks as it touched down. No injuries were reported. Back north,
I'm going to play with the snow with my sisters, and I'm going to build a lot of snowmen.
At least the young were able to smile at Old Man Winter. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
As this storm system leaves, more severe weather is in store for much of the country beginning Tuesday. And that has a lot to do with what we'll be seeing on our viewing region as we send it to Alex Harrington with our first one forecast.
Yeah, Jalen, they will have severe weather way south, and we've got the winter side of this weather system that we've been tracking now for 8 days. Here, it's almost here. 24 hours from now, we will see alert day conditions start to evolve, lasting through early Wednesday. 4 to 8 inches widespread, although isolated areas of 10 inches not out of the question. We'll look at that in just a moment. Heads up. First to warm, there's more snow in the forecast with another weather system Thursday morning and maybe another one Friday night going into Saturday, and for sure turning very cold, if not bitterly cold, by the time we get in to next weekend. Again, winter storm conditions likely here. We were first to let you know about this weather system, like I said, over a week ago, and here we are, windy with snowfall amounts of 4 to 8 inches, 10 inches not out of the question, late Monday night, and also going now through early Wednesday, as we could be still seeing some of the residual impacts of that heavy wet snow that we need to clear out from. We have winter storm watches across the entire area. Over southwestern Wisconsin as early as your Monday evening, spreading across the rest of the area as we go into Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, maybe even extending into the wee hours of your Wednesday morning. We were also first to show snow totals here. We were showing U.S. Highway 151 as being that dividing line between the heavier snow and now pretty decent amounts of snow, 4 to 8 inches over southwestern through central Wisconsin, lesser amounts to the northwest. But just looking at some of our latest weather models, they're indicating maybe some of this heavier snow could also lift just a little bit further to the north. So be sure to tune in tomorrow morning with Kelly. We'll be here all day tomorrow getting us ready for the big day, which is on Tuesday. As we plan your Monday, you do have time. It will be dry, cloudy with highs in the 30s to prepare for this weather event across all of southern Wisconsin, the calm before the storm. Again, recap here, alert day conditions likely as we go here into your Monday night, going on into your Tuesday, into your Wednesday. What are we up against with regards to impacts here? Snow picks up Monday night, lasts clear through Tuesday night. Wind gusts to 35 miles per hour lasting into your Wednesday morning. That will cause considerable reductions in visibility along with blowing and drifting conditions, so difficult driving clear into your Wednesday morning. Silver lining is it's not going to be very cold with this weather system. Let's track it. Here it moves into southwestern Wisconsin, Boscobel, Lone Rock, Mineral Point, seeing snow by 8 o'clock. We all have snow by the time we get into the Tuesday morning commute, through your Tuesday afternoon, through your Tuesday evening commute. Then finally, with breezy conditions still lasting for the Wednesday morning commute, could still be looking at some blowing and drifting of snow. Here in Dane County, snow starting around 9, 10 o'clock, about this time tomorrow night. And I wanted to show this here as we go into the wee hours of your Tuesday morning and then heading towards the rush hour on your Tuesday morning. Look at these dark blues. We could be looking at windy conditions, blowing and drifting, and heavy snow by the time we get into that Tuesday morning commute as a heads up. So again, this storm is getting out into the plains now. That makes it more clear for the track. We've been mentioning this for the past week or so, that once we get to this point, the track becomes more clear. Few things to think about for planning around your home here. Check on your friends and your neighbors. Take it easy if you have to do any shoveling of this heavy wet snow. And a reminder here with getting prepared for the road, let somebody know if you're going to be taking travel, if you have to travel on Tuesday before you head out. Here's that other weather system here with minor accumulations Thursday, watching another weather system that could bring more accumulating snow Friday night going into Saturday, and then the bitterly cold temperatures move in by the time we get into that next weekend following that weather system. Heads up too, we'll be showing viewer photos all day on Tuesday as well as we cut in. Just go to channel3000.com and click that post your own button, and then also the First Warned Weather app is a great way to submit those photos. Just click the More button and then you click Submit, and then we get those photos to show on air. Do we have time to show a few photos? We do. Steve and Beth sending us these photos. It's very easy. We've had over 500 photos just in a couple of weeks sent this new way. We're seeing snow pictures here across the area. There's one from Muscoda. No snow in Janesville, but you will have snow within 24 to 36 hours. Thanks again, folks, for sending us these photos, because it's great for us to show the weather. And as we go into Tuesday, this is going to be a remarkable tool for us to be able to show folks what's going on outside as we do the weather reporting.
Yeah, for sure. Please send those in. That helps us do our job as well. And Alex, thank you for being on top of this up until this point.
Absolutely, you bet.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Coming up in sports, full highlights from Lambeau as the Packers clinch a playoff spot. Hear from Coach LaFleur on the big win.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 12th.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Steinhaffel's New Year's sale starts now. Ring in the new year with the latest styles for every room in the house. Save up to $800 on living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. And with Steinhaffel's 60-month financing, your new room just got more affordable. But don't wait, because these deals won't last long. The New Year's sale at Steinhaffel's. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
Every accident is different. Different driving conditions, different injuries, different life circumstances. The insurance companies often use these circumstances to avoid paying you what you deserve. At Gruber Law Offices, we know how insurance companies can take advantage after an accident. Trust our experience and history of successfully helping our clients. And remember, there is never a fee until we win. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Garage doors don't like the cold weather, but if it breaks, Precision Garage Door is always ready.
Does not matter if it's raining or snowing or any kind of other weather conditions, we're going to get it done on the same day. We know how important that is to our customers.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this?
This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 12th.
In a season that has been an emotional roller coaster for the Green Bay Packers, it seemed like a long shot that we would actually be saying that they would be in the playoffs. The Packers trying to make it 10 straight wins over the Chicago Bears. Green Bay trailing 3-0 in the second quarter. Love surveying the field. Off of one leg, floats it into the end zone for Dontavian Wicks for the tutty. And, of course, the Packers fans would welcome him with open arms for the Lambeau Leap. Now in the third, Packers lead 7-6, and here was the icing on the cake. Wicks finds the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. The Packers clinch the wild card spot in the playoffs. Andrew Banstra has more from Lambeau.
Jalen, like you said, the Pack are headed back to the playoffs, and it's a position that nobody thought that Green Bay would be in after their 2-5 start to the season. But Jordan Love dug Green Bay from their own grave and beat the Bears here at Lambeau to send Green Bay packing for the playoffs.
think it's rewarding the fact that, you know, everybody counted us out, and we were struggling, and we held it all together, and to get here was special.
It means everything. You know, this is the opportunity that we worked for all season long, just with our back against the wall. I'm just proud of this team. And we fought, stuck together, and put ourselves in position to make a playoff run.
You know, it just gave me that motivation, extra, you know, tip on my shoulder, you know, to go out and make big plays. You know, now I better celebrate his birthday and, you know, make it into the playoffs. So, you know, it was a 2-for-1.
You know, we in the playoffs. Like, you know, it's been a lot of, you know, ups and downs this year, and you know, for us to put it all together and you know, win these last couple games, 3 games or whatever, and get in the playoffs, you know, it's huge.
Making it to the playoffs in a do-or-die game after the start that this team had, I mean, could you write a better love story? But when asked how exciting it was for him, Jair Alexander said, what? We've got 3 or 4 more games left. That's what I'm excited for. At Lambeau Field, Andrew Banstrut, News 3 Sports.
Connor Essegian was a revelation for Wisconsin last year. He was a member of the Big Ten's all-freshman team after shooting lights out all season. But after getting injured early this year, he could never really work his way back into the rotation. He scored just 11 points in his last 6 games, but then yesterday, CE3 exploded back onto the scene, hitting 4 threes, something Badger fans hope is a sign for things to come.
Yeah, just kind of making the most, you know, while I'm in there. You never know, you know, when your last game, your last minute will be. And to be able to go out there and just kind of play hard, you know, and make, you know, winning plays on both ends of the floor, you know, that's something I've been working on a lot recently.
When he's hitting shots like that, you know, it gives us momentum, gives the crowd momentum, because, you know, the crowd loves it when he gets into it. So, you know, we just always look for Connor when he's in the game, and we know he's going to knock it down. We believe in him.
Staying on the court, the Wisconsin women's basketball team was able to get their first Big Ten win of the season this afternoon, beating Illinois 67-61 on the road. Sarah Williams was absolutely dominant today, putting up an unreal 27 points and 15 rebounds with 5 blocks to go along. Ronnie Porter also stuffed the stat sheet with a 14-point, 12-rebound double-double to go along with 8 assists and 5 steals. And a final check of your First Warn forecast is coming up when we return.
Parker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Parker Heating and Cooling.
Nicolay Law, Russell Nicolay speaking. Yeah, I'm the guy on the billboards. You got me.
Whoa, man. If they want the real Nicolay, Wait, you are the real Nicolay.
I'm the real Nicolay.
You're the real Nicolay.
I'm the real Nicolay.
You're the real Nicolay.
We're both the real Nicolay.
Hey, man, you better get back to that phone call.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, sorry about that. Just talking to myself. Yeah, you got the real Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help you. Yep, billboards, baby.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams.
Look at you. Okay, you ready?
Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the extended New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every 1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Check out the Summit for only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
To tip or not to tip? Monday on News 3 Now at 6.
Finally tonight, kites colored the skies in Western India today during the week-long International Kite Festival in Ahmedabad. The festival comes ahead of the Indian Harvest Festival of Makar Sankranti, which takes place on January 14th. More than 150 participants from over 70 countries took part in the Kite Festival, and it's going to be pretty difficult trying to fly a kite here in the next couple of days.
Yeah, not kite flying
not
weather.
Be ideal.
Your kite's going to go that way with the wind that we're expecting with our impactful winter storm here, folks. Let's go right to graphics. Alert day conditions now extended Monday night lasting through early Wednesday. Storm should start a little bit earlier, and impacts may stick around into early Wednesday. Widespread 4 to 8 inches amounts with some isolated amounts of 10 inches are possible. We do have winter storm watches for the entire area. I do anticipate these to be upgraded to winter storm warnings when we get into your Monday. Here's the snowfall graphics. Just looking at some of our weather models, we may need to bump the 8-inch plus amounts a little bit further to the north. So be tuning in tomorrow for the latest on the snowfall projections. And if you're wondering, do I have time to plan here, folks? You do. Monday is going to be a dry day, a calm day, one of those just gray skies like we usually see before a winter storm. So tomorrow we've got the red light here. Take action tomorrow. Put your prep plans into place because we have wintry impacts that are going to start within 24 hours.
Yeah, I know that I definitely have to hit the grocery store in the next day or so before, things get a little ugly out there.
Me too, and I got to get gas.
Alex. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow evening. And thank you for making it a great evening.